Early this morning, the announcement was made that Plateau State will be having Simon Bako Lalong being re-elected as the governor of the state. Well, for a long while, there has been a lot of tension even before the supplementary, which of course the APC candidate was leading with over 40,000 votes. And eventually, when the supplementary occurred and the results came, he also won in the supplementary, winning more than 11 local government areas out of the 17 to really emerge winners for this contest. Well, it has been a very, very fierce, what I would say, a process to see that Plateau gets to the next level. Well, His Excellency is here with us, live to share his aspirations and also what he has for the second term. Your Excellency, what does this victory portend for you as a person and also for the government of Plateau State?
Well, first of all, let me thank you for your support throughout the 4 years, and also for working with us throughout the 4 years. You saw it yourself when you went around the state. And this one, the election I have seen, the mandate given to me is further revalidation of the trust that Plateau people have in respect to what we did to them in the last 3.5 years. We promise and we fulfill exactly the promises we did to the people, and so that confidence is there. For instance, we said we were going to pay their backlog of arrears of salaries. We did, and we kept on to our promise of paying their salaries as and when due. We said we were going to continue with projects that were abandoned. We did. Most of the projects are completed, and we have initiated new projects. We said we were going to maintain peace in the face of crisis in the state. We did, and we are still maintaining peace in Plateau State, and so many other things. Now, if you did this, all people want is trust. Now, when you see that and they see that trust, that they can still continue to put their trust in you, they will always vote for you.
Now, what are the things that you're going to do new, different to the last 3.5 years?
Well, I have said it that most of the things that we are going to do will also be a reflection of the continuation of things we've left on ground. For instance, we have about 27 projects that are ongoing, road projects that are ongoing that we initiated. We have a lot of them that are ongoing. We have the issue of employment of our youths who are all over. My motive is to try and see the possibility of now going to engage, to employ our youths that are moving up and down the street. We are also going to do our best in the face of what we have, especially in respect to our financial or economic challenges, to be able to muster enough energy and efforts to increase our revenue. That we have done. I've already put in the main market, which was burned down, and then getting to over 20 years. And so we are rebuilding the main market. The process is already on. By the time we get the main market on, the revenue will increase. And that I will be very confident to say that I can also not be afraid of even paying the minimum wage that is presently ongoing.
During the supplementary,
yes,
what was really going on in your mind? Were you really perturbed about this result going the other way?
Well, I still say that for the law, exhaust the process. The opposition were trying to use that to ventilate their anger about losing the election, because I didn't see why there would be need for, when I knew the number of PVCs that were already collected in that place. I knew who won all these places. We won all these places, just like we repeated it. We won the places. The process of voting, the protests about overvoting were against our votes. So we agreed that the votes be cancelled. And when the votes were cancelled, there was no need to waste further energy to go back. But because they did that, we agreed to go back. And you see the result again. That increased the margin, because we are very happy to go back again. Our voters were very, very happy to go back, because they said, look, they want their votes to also be counted. They want their vote because it will look one kind. For a place like Mangu to say that all the votes in Mangu town, that is the deep vote of 26,000 are all council. They are not part of this government. So they came to me and they said, look, we want to go back to the election. And they went back and they exhibited it. Now they are very happy that their votes are counted. Their votes are counted. We want that place with a very big gap, So we want all other places. So I wasn't afraid, and I said it. I said these people are just wasting their time. Instead of announcing the result and you go and do other things, they are saying we should go back. They wanted to test our strength, the strength of our supporters, who are very eager to vote many times if they wanted them to vote.
Now that the strength has been tested and it has been confirmed,
yes.
What do you have for the opposition? Are you going to accommodate everybody concerning the governance on the plateau?
Well, I did that before. I did that. It's not a new thing. When we had the election in 2014, I told them that I will embrace the opposition, and I did. Unfortunately, my opponent died shortly after the election, and to date, go and ask. I've engaged his wife. If you ask the wife what I've been doing to her, she will tell you. The wife went on my campaign. The wife of GNS Pajo went for my campaign. She was on my campaign train, even to my village. That is to tell you that because her husband was not there, I also embraced her. I returned the gesture to her. And then so many of those people who are his supporters, many of them are in government with me today. They are all appointees of recently, the DG of his campaign, he switched off to APC. And he worked for me. That is to tell you that mine is to take all of them. And all the parties that contested the election at that time, many of them were engaged. They were appointed as personal assistants or senior special assistants or special assistants. All of them were all put in boards. So they are in government. That is the same thing I'm going to do for those who contested with me. We are going to run an inclusive governance. And today I was very happy. Early this morning, General Temlong woke me up with a call. Oh. And he said, congratulations. And I said, thank you, General. Thank you. And I will not forget you. We'll work together. We'll work together. That's General Temlong.
And we are saying congratulations too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you.
Well, that is the governor of re-elected governor of Plateau State, Barrister Simon Lalong.